What's the deal? Good morning. What's up, everybody? Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We have NYC Open coming up here in a few minutes, 5 minutes. So let's get into a little breakdown. Let's see if we can take advantage of something for NYC Open. Looking nice here. The daily's closed bullish. Remember I said before, whenever I see a daily that shows up like this, or whenever I see a candle like this, indecisive one, a doji candle, I just block it out. And we're still expecting to come up for the daily, and that's what's happening here right now. Now, let's jump to the smaller time frames. The 4 hours got a nice level right where we're at. So mark that off. The 1 hour closed above here. 30. Okay, we got a level up here. This is interesting. And anybody took these settlements off this area earlier? These were nice.
Man, I was thinking about it. I was so close, and then I just never did it. I mean, I wanted to also to take the buys off the 15. Didn't have a bottom wick on spot. It had one on futures, and then it did one on futures after at the top wick. So it was just annoying.
Right here, yeah. These were good buys, 730.
Yeah, I wish.
Those are solid. Did
Man,
you get a bottom wick here first?
No, that's the problem.
Oh, yeah,
Otherwise, I'd be in there.
Down.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
exactly.
You get that
exactly.
First, so, it's looking good over there.
Yeah, otherwise, man, refill the range. That would have been perfect. At least 100 pips. Yeah, I would have closed at the daily highs at 60 or so, or 62 on futures. But I was never able to get in. And on spot, it didn't even have a bottom wick. I was like, damn, something's not right. So I just chickened out. Yep. And same on the sells. I was looking for them. And then I was like, if we broke the highs, another 40, 50 pips. Not too sure. I mean, we are overextended on buys, in my opinion, and I was looking for sells. But then,
yeah, we've been quiet.
It can still happen.
We've been riding up here, so honestly, for some buys, I would love some buys here.
I would need a retracement to.
We want to do something like this, and we'd probably want to either have this is a 100 pip range, right? It just kind of looks.
Yeah.
But if we get something like this, I'll look for the, in the bottom wick here. That I'm gonna look for the retest of the highs. Also, if we get this closure up here, I'm absolutely looking for a continuation here. Do this. But right now, we still don't have a support formed or a closure above the range. We're just starting to form a resistance. I think if we close back in range, we can see some sells as well. We have some precedent for it. See this fake out, right? So if the 30 can close back in range here.
By the way, we have 9:45 a.m. news, 50 minutes after NYC Open, so we got to watch out for that.
If we get this for NYC Open, if 9:30 right now in a few minutes closes back below the range, it's gonna drive before 9:45 noon. It's a fake out, so we have a closure above, which is an indication of volume, right? We just closed outside this range. We have an indication of volume. We close back in range, we should fill that range back down. Since we just closed outside the range, like volume's coming in here. We just need this closure either below or above, but if we close right where we're at, it's gonna take a little more time, and I believe that's what's happening here. 30 seconds. We close. Well, let's see. Oh, wow. I'm just looking for a level we drove down heavy off from. Heavy. This is heavy. Yeah, it does not get down here. You have a bottom wick opening up first. It's NYC Open. Be careful here. Any break a high or low can drive heavy. So this is a 15 level over here. said, all right, see if we can close below there. But I think overall, you really want the closures below here. You want closures back below 54. Thing is, it's NYC open, so I don't expect this candle to stick around. And the next 15-minute candle is also news. So even if we wait for this closure outside the range, you're bumping right into news. $9:45 p.m. But after that, we should be good. So after the 4-hour closure, 10 a.m., we should be good. My apologies for starting later today. I got called up to school. Yeah. So I had to go to school. NYC open. Do we push? Hillary. I won't get in here until we get a closure above 50.64. Once we have closures above there, I'll look for possible opportunities. But what I don't want to do is be a part of this buy that just wicks up and crashes down like this candle did. And the reason it did this is because, well, the first indication that it wasn't going to continue up there was the closure that respected resistance, which is what we're doing right now, respecting resistance. So we don't want to break this high just to push back down. Once we have a closure above, after that, if we start breaking highs, we can look for a buy. But as of right now, no bueno Macarena. Bueno. Here we have some new sentiments. There's news out there, right? Yes. There's 11:15 higher. Looks good. It goes back in that range. No, I'm not gonna. I wouldn't take it if it closed back below the 15. I wouldn't take it. I would expect it to push right back up. Your YouTube volume is very low. Let's see if this will work. I don't know what's going on. I've been messing with it. Maybe I gotta just reinstall my software.
But on the good side, the zoom level is really good.
Trump trying to declassify aliens. Trump directs government to release files on aliens. Didn't they already do that with Epstein? I think we're releasing alien files because the Epstein files were too much. They're like, nah, give them the easy stuff. Give them the aliens. Tell them aliens are real. It's not as hard hitting as Epstein files. Where's the Wix files? Oh, you don't want to see the files. Oh. The people.
You got to be in the Signals group first in the Wix 9 vault, and then maybe I'll share the Wix files. Otherwise, you ain't get no information out of me.
Give them all the feet pics. Show you all the bunions. Yo, hold on. Yeah, they're showing that UFO video where from the Air Force, or no, from the Navy. It's a Navy video. They shot a Hellfire missile at a UFO or whatever they had in their screen. The shit hit it and bounced off of it, and the fucking thing kept flying. What the fuck gets hit by a Hellfire missile and keeps flying?
Bro, it is impossible to actually think that we are the only living things out there. It's impossible.
No, it's possible to think that.
No, it's impossible if you have a brain, bro.
It's highly unlikely for it to be true, but it's possible to think that.
And I don't care. I don't think about, aliens and all that shit, but it's impossible logically to believe that we are the only ones that are alive out there, right? It's impossible. So with the physiology that we have, yes, we need CO2, we need oxygen, and the plants need CO2 and so on and so forth in order for us to survive. But it doesn't mean that other civilizations might not need something different for them to survive, and might not be in our galaxy or whatever it is. But it doesn't matter. It's not going to change our life. We're trading, so who gives a shit?
If aliens fucking land on the White House lawn. Oh, Trump is about to speak right now to governors, host governors at the White House. Yeah, governor's ball. Man, if they land on the White House lawn, gold's gonna skyrocket.
What up?
What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? What up?
Speaking of aliens, I actually believe they come from not the sky, they're from the water. That's what I believe. Shit.
You know why that would make sense? Besides the fact that fucking 90% of our oceans are like unexplored and we have no fucking clue what's going on over there. Water's water, right? Water's the same everywhere in like the universe. It's water, right? So planets can have different atmospheres, but if you're an alien species and you come from like a water world and you see another water world, or you see another place that has water, it's fucking water. You know what you're getting yourself into. You can go to a bunch of different planets, different fucking pressure, different temperature, different, you know, everything, atmosphere, everything's completely different. But if you go to a planet that's got water, it's going to be the same water that's on your planet, on any other planet. If it's water, it's water. So if you come from a planet that's got, like, you know, that you can live in water, you make it here, you can live in our water just the same. You don't have to worry about the pressure, the atmosphere, like it's all the same.
Yep, that's what I believe in.
So if you were coming to this planet, if your planet had water and you know how to live in it, you got no problem. But if your ass look like Predator, hey, what if they're not really aliens? What if they're us from the future? Or what if they come from a different dimension? What if they occupy the same space that we do in this universe, but in a different dimension? So we have no choice but to cross over, like, from time to time to see things where we are located, even though they might be in a different dimension, occupying the same space. How about that? I really think my high school math teacher is a fucking alien. I really do. His knees bent the other way. He fucking made weird sounds. He could see with the back of his head.
I believe liberals are aliens too. So
no. Those are just people that grew up too close to a nuclear plant. Is this where the runoff is? Awesome. I need drinking water. I spent a little too much time next to fucking Chernobyl.
Chernobyl, I was gonna say it's from Chernobyl.
Which one of y'all was visiting Japan during the fucking meltdown? Who has an uncle that works in Fukushima? What if we are robots and they are humans, like in extinction? Yeah. But can they trade gold? That's the question. Yeah, all that interplanetary shit is impressive, right? To others. You want to impress me? Give me a 100 pip runner on gold here right now. See what happens. Now, which aliens do we believe in, huh? Are we talking about like the giants, or are we talking about the small gray ones? Are we talking about the reptilians? There's also
the ones that we see in
the tall whites. The tall whites.
Yeah, the ones we see in the Marvel universe. That's probably all correct there.
We now have the technology to send ET home. Word. With the wigs. Yo, gang, it's Friday. It's Friday. You know what that means, right? Gang, I'm gonna get you high today. Because you ain't got no job. And you ain't got shit to do. Three minutes here for the news. God is great Christ. What if Jesus was an alien? How you know I ain't got a job? Well, you're sitting here spending Friday morning, a weekday Friday morning with me. Unlike the weekend Friday morning. Maybe Wix is the alien? Maybe. I guess we'll never know. You might be right. One way to find out. Ah, fuck. Messed up. Damn it. Detroit cops suspended. Kenny, what'd you do? For calling Border Patrol. That's crazy. Police officers suspended for communicating with Border Patrol while on the job. Some
That's a
dumb
big
shit
problem.
going on in Detroit, bro. The police chief is not happy that they were talking to ICE officers. And he punished his own officers for talking to ICE officers.
Yeah, isn't Detroit a woke city? I mean, they'll think they're the enemy.
Yeah.
And they
fuck
think
those
ICE is the
Detroit
enemy.
people, right? I never liked them.
Okay, there we go. Pushing up. Might reject there. We'll see.
Kenny, what's up with the police in your city?
Well, I don't know. Were they white cops?
Nah, the chief is black.
I know who the chief is. I'm talking about the guys who was talking to ICE.
Oh, I don't know. They definitely wasn't Hispanic. They wouldn't be talking to ICE.
Exactly. I mean, it probably wasn't black either. A new generation of cops, you know.
Yeah, but what's wrong with talking to ICE?
I don't know.
Now, what's that color got to do with anything? The chief black,
Nothing.
and he suspended it. They're off-white, actually. I can tell he's a little beige.
Red numbers on news on
Bad
both of them.
numbers. Gold should run up here.
Should push up, yeah. And it is.
Yep, nothing doing. We're gonna have a 4-hour closure here in 15 minutes. 13 minutes, actually. Last 15-minute candle of the 4-hour. 4-hour look like holy jumping fucking Jesus. All right, so we got a nice bullish 4-hour. This is a 4-hour level right here to the left. You see these closures. Another level up here, 40.98. We're gonna need a pullback here. We're gonna need a pull back. We're gonna need a support. Basically, you have a break happening right now. You need a retest. You can pull back, retest. 50.64. And if we can do that, I would look for support to form here. Trump speaks right now. Yeah, Trump is speaking right now with the U.S. governors. Yeah, let him speak. He can speak all he wants. He's trying to ignore the Epstein files. He's trying to release the UFO files, or UAP files as they call it now. Yeah, UFO is no longer proper lingo. It is now called UAP. Trying to distract everyone from the files. I mean, if he wants, he's just gonna fucking turn Iran into MIGA, make Iran great again. Damn, 250 million gallons of sewage just got dumped into the Potomac River. Ain't that a bitch? B on rebreak of the 15 lows, most likely.
Yeah, Drizza's in a sell, and I'm just looking at the levels and everything.
Oh, yeah? He's in a sell off the 4-hour.
Off 81, yeah.
Right there. 50, 83. Oh, 81. I don't know what's in 81. No Kluski. Might attempt this though. I like this level here. Oh, we have precedent. Yep, we're gonna have, or I'm gonna have, I don't know about you guys, but I'm gonna have sell limit here. 50.97 off 4. interesting if we can close with no top wick to push up to here. I don't know if we even get there. 93. So, if we come down here, form support, buys. If we continue pushing up, the limits. Let's see. No positions just yet. I'm waiting on things to close up here. Waiting on this 4 hours close up. Aliens are up front. What do you mean you can't hear me? We have aliens. Yeah, we definitely have aliens. What if the pedos are the alien? Aliens would probably behave better than us humans down here. Well, you have to, right? You'd have to in order to be able to make it to a different fucking planetary body. And just make it like, and have the technology to just do it whenever you want and do it nonchalantly and like without being noticed. Like, yeah, you would have to be a pretty like civilized entity. He's gonna speak with them on a plane flight to Colombia? No, not those aliens. Not the illegal ones. Did you send a text to top one about the spreads on futures? My spread's fine. You mean the slippage? No, it's got to do with trading. Or let's knock people to cut in line stealing the spot from people who attempt to get in. Wait, and arrest me. Yeah. I had slippage yesterday. Gold be slipping. You know what's cool though? I got this Jamaican fat fucking joint. Guess what? I'm gonna smoke this shit right the fuck now. Cause it's Friday. I'm gonna get you high. Good day. Damn, sometimes you just get these rallies right on a Friday to close out the week. 5 minutes here. Look like we're pushing up here. Yeah. Let's set the sell limit here. 91. We're looking at 97.
How many pips up to that?
Are you gonna trade up to there?
I'm just curious how many pips up to it. About 200.
About the yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is that enough for you? I don't think that's enough. You need a bigger range.
Like 200. It's a good start.
Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Damn. Can't hear the main man properly. Mic too far away. It's not. It's like right the fuck here. Just do that. No, you know what happens when I do this? It kind of fades away a little bit, but I got to stay next to the mic. I don't know why it's doing that. Like that setting wasn't there. I used to be able to be right here. You guys would hear me fine. Now it's just. Let's see how this 4-hour close. Maybe first the buys up to there. Yeah, that's a possibility as well. I don't like how we're closing in terms of like, hey, there's levels here that we need to close above on a small time frame. I want to dedicate you, baby. I wanna praise you like I should. Polybacula on silver. Nice. We got a polybacula here on gold. You have any idea why I enter shit ton in drawdown? Impatient. You are impatient.
Somebody was in a sale from 81, wasn't it? Still in it. He winning.
Yeah, Drizzle, I think, wasn't sold.
Oh, okay. About 150 we still in.
I think Drizzle just bookmapped a bunch of sells at 50-80.
Yeah, 81. And I was thinking good position where was for him to go be at the flip or regular lows. His TP is 63, but I think that would have been a good level because it's rejecting off previous 15 from prior to the 4-hour close on spot.
Yeah, personally,
Where
I
it
just
was
go
rejected.
break even at these previous wicks that you break because, like, remember I said these are resistances. This is the level you rejected off of. As you come back down, that's a level you can reject back up off of. And that's why I look at a smaller time frame and see exactly what it's doing. That wick overlap. See that?
Okay. Yeah, okay. That's where I would have taken TP.
Yeah, this is where I
But
would
he
go
had TP
80
lower.
at least.
Yeah.
At the
I mean,
very
he's
least.
in there. So doubly for him. 70 was his TP1. Look at that. Hell yeah. Nice job, bro.
I'm talking about.
So you definitely got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that was basically the flip for the 70 pips. Or a rebreak of the lows.
He said if I was him, I was basically do a flip. And he's like, do a flip.
Nice job, Drizza. Nice job, bro. Thanks for shouting out the info, man.
Word. Thanks for telling everybody after you got in.
He did. He wrote it.
Yeah, after.
No, he wrote it while it was happening. Literally.
Oh, he said I'm taking
Look
a
up.
sell.
That's how I knew. Yeah, he's like, he sold 81 and it was at 80 at that point. He had just done it. I was thinking of getting in, but
That's
then
still
it
after the
retraced
fact. I
quickly.
want to hear, yo, I'm going to sell at 81. 5 minutes.
Yeah, it was live. Like it was right on point at the time it was happening, bro. And he talked about it before. He goes, there are massive sell limits at between 75 and 80. And he talked about that before the news. So yeah, no, he
Nothing got
he's a
sold
G,
off,
man.
huh?
He's a G. Yeah, he talked about it in advance. Oh, look at that,
The
baby.
4 hours
The hourly
closed
just
here.
closed. Yep.
mama, there go that man. Damn. Not opening here. There's a. What about 5100? How many sell limits?
Damn, that was 110 pip 1 minute candle.
Mm-hmm. Damn, we just got this level on the dot here too.
Oof, look at that. Rejected another 110 pips more. What in the hell? We
96.5,
definitely have
right?
volume. Woof, look at that. It's dumb. Oh my God. What the hell?
We're living in the future. I'll be seeing this delayed. This is
Oh,
good. This
yeah.
is good. Let's see if this can continue dumping, or do we form a support here?
Oh,
Yeah,
it's dumping.
yeah,
All right. Oh
yeah,
my
that's all I
God.
wanted.
Oh my God. You are so delayed. Oh my God.
OMG, Becky. Look at the drops from these areas, though. Vroom, vroom. I'm gonna wait for a closure here. There's no limit orders here for me at all. I don't know what we tapped or how strong that level is. 50.85. 50.85 on a dot. 84.80. All right, let me get rid of all these levels. Hold on. Let's do a little.
Oh, we just received some news. That's why. Oh my God. Supreme Court has just taken down, went against Trump on the tariffs. Yeah.
Stop.
Wow. No wonder gold. Indices all pumped. Wow.
That's crazy. I want to hear about this. Hold on.
It is indeed, and this is what some of us predicted. This was a case where the administration was at disadvantage. IEPA does not refer to tariff, and tariffs are a big deal under the Constitution. It's a critical form of revenue that is left to Congress. And I thought that the administration did a terrific job in front of the Supreme Court.
Yo, what?
To argue this case better.
What a dump. Another one. Oh my God.
Yeah, that fucked everything.
administration. We have to really get into this opinion, into some of the weeds, to see if it is perspective only, but also the administration has other tools in its toolbox to continue to actually impose tariffs under other statutes. So this night is hardly over for the administration when it comes to tariffs. Jonathan, the Supreme Court took months to make the decision. They had oral arguments back in November. They seemed pretty skeptical about this 1977 law that the president was to impose these tariffs broadly. President Trump has said if the Supreme Court does this and strikes down his ability to use these tariffs, it would be disastrous for the country. Talking about how are you supposed to send the money back? How do you put the toothpaste back in the bottle? What are your thoughts on that?
That's crazy. How many trillions of dollars did we bring in from the tariffs? That is wild, because that makes all of that illegal.
It's the biggest, stupidest decision they've ever made. The dumbest decision ever.
So think about it. The trillions of dollars that he just brought in profits for the U.S., got to give it all back.
No, man, they got to stop.
Yo, I don't understand. The Supreme Court must hate America.
Yeah, I'm telling you. They got to stop that, because if others are charging and yet we're not charging, fuck that. That's bullshit. Absolute bullshit.
So dumb. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you guys like trading during like extreme. It's not volatile news. It's extremely volatile and it's unexpected. Right? There was no sentiment before this. I mean, we knew the decision was coming. The court voted 6-3, so there's obviously 3 dissents on there.
And the Supreme Court is more leaning right. So I don't understand.
Yeah.
They're all dumbasses, I guess. Jesus.
It would be unwinding and how you would do it, whether the courts. How should the government go about returning the billions collected from importers? Damn. Yeah, amazing. Let's give the money back to other countries. Idiots. All right, so let's see. We have this ignorant ass news out of the Supreme Court, and we're gonna see if we can form a support here and continue back up. I wouldn't mind buys or sells here. The market just has to readjust. This is more disappointing than the US not winning figure skating. Open my buy about 1 micro cent before that came up. He's using it to force deals. He's using it to make the fucking country better, stronger, richer, everything. I don't care what deal. Yeah, he's forcing deals. Yeah. He's making shit better for me. Fuck the Supreme Court and their crusty assholes, man. Did you figure out how to close partials? Yes. So here's what we were doing, right? We were doing a limit, right? Let's say we have a sell limit up here. Just for shits and giggles, right? And we were doing TP right here, right? So what we were doing is this, right? We'd say sell right there, sell limit. Now, I want to close 5 of these. Right? So let's say I want to close 90% of my position. Doable. Now I need a buy limit down here. Limit, buy. Let's say partials will be somewhere down here. I can't fucking do that, right? It won't let me. Boom. Or it will. Let's go to buy. So that won't let me. Okay. Yeah, I figured it out. How do I explain this? So let's I want to get rid of this in case we start pulling up here or pushing down quickly, but it's weird that worked. What about us Canadians? People getting laid off, as a lot of our customers are in the US. Did you get laid off? Like, no, I got laid, but I don't know about no laid off. Did your ass get laid off? If not, then don't worry about it. We don't care. We ain't part of the employment or the paycheck gang. You did LOL, but just a student job. Get the fuck out of here, bro. You're good. Yo. How can we get a bottom wick first here? Yeah, I figured out the partials thing. It's working, but I'll go over it in real time because for some reason, I don't know, it's the way I was testing it out, right? We took that sell limit and then we had a TP of 8, right, on the sell limit, and then I was adding on 4, or I was adding on a closure of 4 for that sell limit, and that's the TP itself plus the closure of 4 that's what the reason was. So I had to get rid of the prof TP. I have to put 2 partial orders in separately instead of just 1 TP and then a partial order. So I would have to do, if I was trading 8 lot, I would have to do 2 buy limits of 4 or 5 and 3, whatever it is, right? Or 6 and 2 instead of a TP and a partial.
So basically complicating your life a lot more and wasting your time.
Yeah. It's just not,
bullshit.
very
Nah, man.
unfriendly.
It's not like you got nothing else to do, right? Yeah. Jesus.
Project X was so user friendly, man.
Can't they just make it simple like Project X, bro? I mean, jeez.
Yeah, that's what I need, man. That's what I need. I need my X back. I want my X back. I want my baby back, baby back, baby back. Chilies, baby back, ribs, barbecue sauce. I think if you trade directly through TradeAvate, you can't really use it to mark charts, but less slippage. Fuck TradeAvate. Fuck those ninjas at Ninja Trader. What do you guys think? How far is gold gonna launch?
It'll refill it.
I'm hungry.
It does what? It's 700. 720 pips.
This whipsaw happening right now, that's just this whipsaw here, that's just that news drop and everything else. Everything else in terms of closures makes sense. Just a steep wick and whipsaw. Let's see what it do. You know what I'd like to happen? I would like for this to close above the current level. See, there's a chop over here to the left. And we're closing right before it. And I believe the first drive through that chop should be clean. So if we can close something like this, I would take that. And then it might chop around in here.
What you drew there, how much of a bottom wick was that you needed to see?
On what?
Like you wanted to retest 50-40 level?
Oh, if we were gonna take a bottom wick entry, no, there's
Yeah.
no bottom wick entry here.
No, I'm saying if you wanna take the buys, you want to see the candle closing, how that, I mean,
You'd want to close
You're
above
looking
the
for the-
current closure.
the hourly or the 30?
It doesn't matter. Just want a closure above.
Okay. Okay.
You get a closure above there. I think the very next candle should come up with it.
If we close above there, we might close the candle bullish. And then you would, doesn't matter if it's a bottom wick or top wick, you would take a buy up to 98.
I would take a buy to 98 and it would, okay, so if we close like this on the hourly, the 30, well, especially if it's the hourly, right, we close above there. I like my candles thick. Right, let's say it's something like this. We're coming up on the next candle. Next candle is not gonna drop dead. It's not gonna do this. Gonna need a top wick if it's gonna do that. But if it's not gonna do that, then we'll be sitting pretty and the market will just continue up, right? But for it to come down or up, first of all, for it to come up, for us to be part of it, we'd want to tap the body low there. So as long as that area is tapped, anywhere lower, I don't care. But, you know, as long as that tapped, I'd want to see the buys. And I believe the break of this high will take you to the top of the range regardless, because if you're bullish, it's going to come up. And like I said, if you're bearish and you want to come back down there, if you close above here, that top wick's going to bounce off something. It's not going to come from just the middle of the chop here. It's going to bounce off a heavy level too. reverse this candle. Gonna take a lot. But we're not getting that for now. For now, we're getting a bearish closure here. The 15 is doing exactly what you figure it would do. Top wick to these areas. I was thinking of a top wick sell either off here or off here. And you get burned over here, but it works perfectly to the T over here. The problem is, the problem is these levels don't align. Sometimes they do, and it makes your decision easier. Sometimes it will close, right? Sometimes you will get that closure like this. We'll get the opening like that, right? And at this point, you can see, oh shit, that aligns, right? Oh. This aligns with this same level. So as we come up here, this makes the top wick sell here much easier. Both of these now align. Use this as a stop. But over here, there's two separate levels. One's there, one's here. It becomes, that decision becomes a little bit more difficult. Looks you should trade UCAD. Moves well with.
How about new?
You knew that shit was coming. 131 contracts at 70. Well, never got there.
Yeah, he says they're still there. Heavy sell orders, he says. I mean, it got close to it was 50 pips, I think.
I would not take anything at 70.
And it came down now. I mean, I'm wondering if the move is already done at this point.
I think those sell orders turn into buy orders as soon as it gets close to that. It's gonna flip. You ever see them do that? Because I know you see them pull orders all the time. Do you ever see them flip orders? Is that like a common thing? Because pulling orders makes sense to entice somebody to get to the level and then like get everybody as liquidity, right? But you ever see them flip them? Yeah, they could be someone's TPs. It would make sense, right? The fill of the wick here to the left. That wick 5069. Yeah, but I want to know if they ever like, you know, it's getting close. We got a bunch of sell orders here. Oh, you get closer. All of a sudden they turn into buy orders. Someone is at home strategizing. Fucking 15 candle. 50 pips. Someone took buys off that high break. Yeah, that sucks. Imagine. Up buys here on the break at a high. Still 15 pips. We're up 15. Up. We're down 760. Damn. I have to go and do that. About to go have. This is gonna be breakfast for me right now. 8 eggs over easy. 5 strips of bacon. Better be stripped. 4 off-white toasts. Orange juice, a cafe con leche, and a fruit bowl. I would go to jail for some cafe con leche right now. Word, bro. I go to jail to prove a point. I get locked up to win an argument, bro. About to get a 15 lick candle here. So fucking interesting. Oh yeah, it's different. So look, there's a level here that we might respect. Right there. You got 30 seconds here. Drop here. Damn, that's a 200 pip candle. So the idea is if the 15 can close leg candle, 20 seconds. Oh, we did already tap these supports. Not going to, it's going to close bullish. Yeah. So the idea was if we can close bearish on there, open with a bottom wick, I'd expect the next candle create a top wick. Right here, right? So we can have some buy limits off the 30. Come on. Top wick doesn't fucking get there. Bottom wick doesn't open up. Come back up here. Come back up. Motherfucker. Yeah, the idea was if we open up with a bottom wick, I'm looking for a buy limit up down here. We open up with a top wick, so I was looking for a sell limit off 50.54, and it said fuck off wicks, you're not getting it. So we fucked off. Sell order at 70 got deleted. Candle sucks. Might get stuck in this chop. Usually after the whipsaw like this, you'll come back to the middle of the range and get stuck in the chop. See what happens. Get rid of this. We go to the most recent price action here. Let's make up some levels. Man, can we get down to here? Break the low, damn it. Break the low. Break the low, we might have a possibility for some trades here. If we break this low, there's no reason to come back up. But on the off chance it come back up, after breaking the low and grabbing these orders, this wick to the left gets filled. We can revise. But until it breaks that low, I cannot look for anything. Also, if you break the low, you're running back into range down here, so you just have multiple opportunities set up. Whereas if we break highs here right now, it gets tough. You know, trade and if we break the low, we grab some orders down here. Down, there's room to go, closure below. Up on the break of the high, there's room to fill the wick to the left. The hourly 30. Look at that. It's holding that 5 support. Yeah. That's why. Come on. Bring me down today. Broke the lows 3 times already? Did it? Like, what do you mean? No, it didn't. Am I bugging? Oh, current candle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2. Yeah, it broke its own low twice. Come on, come down. That sucks. If we came down, it'd be a simpler. Our life would be simpler. Not a Not a big fan to fill this wick up here because it bumps right into 54. I know that's 40 pips up, but bumps right into a reason. Like buys if it breaks high. I do like the buys on this candle. I just wanted to break the lows. Maybe not the previous candle, but re-break current candle lows. Not bad, but I also understand, right, that there's a level here and then might bounce back down off of it. But if we broke the lows, I'd be a lot more confident that we grab more orders to push up. Here buys now. I just spoke about this, right? Like the break of this high is not that bad. What sucks is the fact that we didn't grab more orders. Contracts at 56 for what sells. Fuck. Come on, bring it down today. Bring it down here. Make our life simple. Give us a trade. Bring it down. Yeah, Drizzo, what do you mean 51 contracts at 56? Limit orders, sell limits. Buy stops. Those are sellers. They get activated. Oh yeah, 57. They filled. Well, if they filled and it's having a hard time coming back down, I feel like it's going to pump up. If those filled and it's not coming back down immediately, might pump up. Range is big as fuck. Bring us down, bitch.
Wow, I just closed partials at 56 on futures and then moved my stop loss to B. And then the next candle, boom, just dumped on the women. I was like, what the hell just happened, bro?
What do you mean what happened?
I mean,
told you what
it's
happened.
just, yeah, I wasn't listening to what was going on with you guys, concentrating on my position. So I don't know what you guys were saying. And then I saw Drizza wrote that. I was like, oh my God, they filled it. And I was like, okay, so it should push back up. And then next candle, boop, melted. Bye-bye.
The sellers.
Like, what the hell? Bro. Man, I still had 20%.
How
And
much
I
you
didn't
see? You
close.
saw like 70 pips, 80 pips, 100 pips.
I saw 60 something pips.
Oh, you filled late.
Let me check.
Uh,
Yeah, I saw 60 pips. No, I saw 60. I saw 70. No, 80 pips. Hold
80
on.
pips you should have seen.
I saw 80 pips. Yeah, I'm like I said, just checking my candle. It's not the same thing on TradeOver. It's absolute garbage. 76 pips I saw on spot. I closed partials at 63 pips, but 80%. And then the other 20% wanted to run and it just hit my BE, bro. And look at that. It knocked me out and it's coming back up. Goddamn. Oh man, should have closed 90% instead of 80. That was a lot of money. It's pushing up. There we go. There we go.
Damn, that sucks. I mean, it's good. You got positions in here for buys, but it sucks because I want some positions and it would have been easier. Came down here. Range fucked accounts today? Yeah. Not the best.
Oh, goddamn gold, man. I didn't get back in and look at that shit. Oh my God, what the hell?
I mean, it just did
Bro,
that
that just closed
to mess with you. It
160
just
pips.
wanted to.
Hey, we had these conversations almost every other day.
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
mean, we had a lot of volume today. Not much was happening last night. It was dead like old Asian style, old school, back in the day. And then today everybody was waiting for it, and now we got the movement. But
What I'm
I was
saying,
just,
you
I was
always,
a little more stressed because of that dump from the Supreme Court and wondering what was happening. And now it filled everything obviously back up to, what is that, 65 level? And which is 45 on spot. I was thinking it might go up to 50-50 on spot, which is, I guess, 70 on 70 73 on futures, like you have it there. But I didn't get back in when I hit my B. That's too bad. It's okay. Still a very nice big W for today. I'm up 100 pips today, so it's not bad. I'm content with that.
there you go. Quit complaining about the money you ain't getting.
No, it's not that. It's the train of thought that I have is correct, but when I see something off, it makes me panic. So I have to readjust the way I'm thinking, and that's not easy when you have a lot of volume. So I'm glad that the train of thought was correct, and I'm glad what I closed because it rejected where it did. And Drizza helped me out, telling me what was happening on the book maps. So yeah, you get FOMO sometimes for things like that, but the train of thought was correct. But once I was out, I was not gonna get back in because then I could be wrong at that point. So that's why I'm very content with what I did today.
There we
And
go.
yeah, so I give myself a W for that. So
Yeah.
I just say that so that people understand. Sometimes they get a lot of FOMO and they're like, "Oh shit, I want to get in," and all of a sudden it rejects, right? And they're like,
Right.
"Oh shit, why did I do that?" Or catch a falling knife or something. Once you're in a position and you're taking partials or you're seeing what you're seeing, you must have a plan. And once it hit my B8, I was done. I'm getting back in with something else. Yeah, I stacked, Nate, which is why I was a little more stressed, bro.
Well, yeah, that can do it too.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I'm sure you're probably still in buys right now, Kenya. From like
I am.
5,005.
That's because I'm not, I'm not in heavy, so I don't have the stress.
You're not what? Sorry.
I say I'm not in the heavy, so I'm not stressing. I'm up 200.
Right. Yeah. No, you hold it for a long time. There's a big difference. I raised my lot size to hold
This
it less.
4-hour fucking candle.
Yeah.
It's not even the first hour is not even up yet. Where is it gonna fly to? This is gonna fly up. You know that, Wix, because we closed above support on the higher time frames. We closed above resistance here. Candle just attempted to come back in range, bounced off a heavy support. Look at all this chop. It's what flip on the higher time frame. This fucker should run. You got room here to 5,100, 5,120. So another 500 pips. But it'll have to close above the most.
Yeah, I probably forgot about that sale limit he was talking about earlier. So I still got it marked in my chart.
Yeah, I didn't take any of those sales.
Oh, you
earlier,
wrote
but
the
I
buys
had.
up to my sell limit?
I'm writing it up there. We never got up there earlier. So let's see if it does.
The ones at 98.
Hold up. You got in here and you sat all this out?
Yeah.
You got in. 'Cause we were talking about it somewhere here. You sat through this?
No, what I'm saying is I had it marked. So once I got my buys, I said, let me see if it rides up there.
Ah.
All right, but you didn't sit there this fucking 800 pip drawdown here, did you?
No.
You be one of those people that I was talking about earlier. It was like, remember I said, I was like, yo, imagine you break the high and just dump. And you get in right there, see 15 pips, and then you're like, oh, Yeah, yeah. If you wrote that down, that's scary, bro. But
I'm looking to see if it's gonna go.
11 minutes here for the hourly. London going open. We close above here. I'm gonna look for some buys. I don't know. That 15 close, no top wick. I would love some sells, but this bullish fucking momentum, the way we look on the higher time frame in this 4 hour, looking like it's about to launch into the stratosphere. This is definitely a SpaceX rocket, right? What's our stop here? 120.
Bro, the refunds that he might have to give back are $150 billion.
No, at least it's not in
For-
trillions. It's going to be a lot more than that because the cost of running the return operation is insane.
Yeah, he's not gonna do any of that, bro. He's not gonna do any of that. And if a Democrat gets into power, they're gonna get their tariffs back
No,
on
this
to get the
just
money
gives the
rolling.
Democrats so much weapons because what happens now, they're going to push this like, oh,
Yeah, it gives them a lot of ammunition to say,
yeah,
"Oh,
look
look,
what
he's screwing
happened.
up. He's doing
wasting
illegal
money and
things."
he's-
Yeah, it's bullshit. Yo, that hit the level. That would have been a nice sell there. Right off your level, bro. Damn.
Is there? You can't take that with the higher time frame setting up like that. You have
Yeah, but
closures
15
above.
closed with no top wick and pushed up right away, coming back. It was a good level that you set up though, that you saw.
The
So
the 15 looks good, but the fire time frame doesn't fall in line here, right? If you had a bearish 4 hour, right? If you were coming down and this is what it looked like on the 15, yeah, I'm taking that sell. The higher time frame is all bullish. There's drop down.
Snarpful, you can go on to X and then find out exactly what the reason the Supreme Court gave for being absolute donkeys, and then you can see all the consequences of what can happen after that. Just go read it up on X. There's a lot of information.
Actual argument, they're saying it's a tax and that power doesn't fall to the president. I think that power falls to Congress.
Yeah, the Supreme Court just said, stated that refunding billions from Trump's illegal tariff collection is likely to be a mess, but may be required. So we'll see what's going to happen. I don't think he's going to be forced to refund them, but he's not going to be able to take anything else. But he's definitely going to cause massive chaos to other countries from bringing their stuff in. He's not going to allow that to go,
Go a different way about it.
Yeah.
He's got a plan B, plan C. He doesn't sit there with no plan. He's had backup plans.
Yeah, he's
way ahead.
He's definitely a very smart guy when it comes to that. He's going to speak to lawyers and find out everything with regards to that. But it's so stupid. I think this is the stupidest thing possible, right? You are the ruler of the country to try to help advance your country into a better future and eliminate the stupidity from the past. And yet, as the president, you have no power in the end, even though you haven't done anything illegal. And some non-actual morons are going to decide the fate of the entire country. And I think that's a very, very tough way to do this. He didn't do anything illegal. He's charging the rates to other countries that other countries are charging to us. Not even that, he's charging the less. So when he does that, there's no strong arming anything. If they want to sell their products to the States, then they have to be able to pay accordingly. And if the U.S.
That's not what they're saying. They're saying,
yeah, but the U.S. is purchasing more than the top 8 countries worldwide combined. So if they're going to do that, they have to be able to do it. He's saying what? He's strong arming people, and that's what makes it illegal somehow.
They're saying it's not.
Nobody's forcing anybody to do anything. You want to sell in our country, you have to follow our rules.
They're saying it's not his decision to make. That's all they're saying.
But bro,
they're saying it's legal. You can do that, but Congress has to make that decision.
Problem is, Congress is an absolute shit show. House of Representatives is an absolute shit show. Absolute garbage everywhere. And we've been fighting an uphill battle, even though we know that Democrats stole the election, even though we know they tried to assassinate Trump, even though we know all these bad things, we're still not gaining what we need to gain. And that's the problem. He's in power with handcuffs. And that's just stupid. They should want to do that because it brings a lot of money to a lot of people. And it's America first.
The thing is, Congress is, while that power does fall within Congress, Congress has been pretty incompetent and fairly corrupt. I mean, besides Nancy Pelosi, honestly. It's
how do you
besides Nancy
140,000
they've been pretty
make
corrupt.
300 million? Like, come on. It should be illegal for them to trade, period, or any of their family members, because it's not right, because they have insider information. It should not be possible. How does somebody with a 200,000 yearly salary have a net worth of $300 million?
Making some right decisions.
And then they arrest everybody else? Come on, that's some bullshit.
Damn, you sound like she took your money.
No, I'm just pissed off that they're stealing flat out in front of everybody's eyes. And nobody's saying or doing anything
illegally.
They're the ones who are making the laws. They're not going to do that against themselves. So Trump has to put a maximum number of years that they can be in office, or cannot do insider trading or trade at all or anything during the time that they're in office, and just really be in office because they want to be in office, not to try to make billions or millions of dollars. That's why they go into politics now, because they're making money that way, and left and right, and I can't stand that. How many people are fucking dying and poor and suffering, bro? It's not right. It's just not right. This is just my 2 cents, my rant. I just can't stand it. Always the same people, always the same ones in power, making all their money. They make the actual laws that they need to make in order to put a foot in their own mouths. They're not going to do that. So somebody has to make that decision to stop them from being able to be what they're doing right now, because they don't care about the country. All they care about is their filling their pockets, and then they give contracts to the massively Zionist companies that are affiliated with the countries that are doing damage to us, right? As long as they can make their money, that's the problem. And that's a big problem. I mean, how many illegal things did the Democrats do? And nobody's in jail. Like Hillary, nobody's in jail. They went after Trump left, right, and center. Nobody did shit about, that dumbass idiot. Nobody's doing anything about Pelosi. I mean, and we have her information about, January 6th, what she did and said. It's all on video. Nobody's doing anything about that. Are you kidding me? It's ridiculous. And they went after Trump for papers that he had at Mar-a-Lago. Come on. What did Biden do? And then having the signature with the auto pen? None of that is legal. It's all bullshit. Other people were signing for him. I mean, I could keep going on and on and on. But I'm just fed up. Things have to change. And unfortunately, it's not changing. And it's not going to change. So make your goddamn money on your end, so that way you don't have to get loans from banks. And in this way, you can get your money coming in through dividends of companies and real estate. And then you can buy yourself some fruit ice cream, mango-filled fruit ice cream for breakfast, like Wix is having right now. All right, that was my 2-minute rant. There we go.
He just said, that's just my 2 cents, and then proceeded to add another $1.
Yeah.
That's just my 2 cents. And I don't understand it. I'm like, bro.
Oh,
like
man.
2 cents plus $1, maybe a ruble in there. I don't even feel like trading now, word. I feel like having a riot in front of Nancy Pelosi's house.
I just don't like when hardworking Americans that work truly tremendously hard are doing it for peanuts and then have to suffer the consequences of the 2008 crash, for example, all the illegal shit they did. How many people went to jail from that? It's just 2 more cents. Yeah. It's just unfortunate. It's just unfortunate. And a lot of people made a lot of money. Most people lost everything, their houses, all of it. It should be 4 more cents at this point then. You hope you can take a God trade now? I mean, I speak to God, so maybe you talk to him and he'll help you out too.
I talk to God, but he don't say nothing back. Yeah, Pelosi.
Oh, yeah, good trade.
Was a good trader.
Yeah, you moron. Yeah, because she gives him all the information. It's pushing up. Let's see. I just realized the hourly closed.
Yeah.
I was ranting.
Yeah. Not a big fan of anything here. We were right about this level, but unfortunately, we opened up with a top wick here. We were right about this push up, except we needed a rebreak of the high. I mean, a rebreak of the lows here to get that push up. Almost said it broke low 5 times. I didn't see it break the low there. I seen it made, but I didn't see the candle re-break the low. And then we're right about this level, but unfortunately, we can't take that because of that 4-hour flip that was happening. Justice Kavanaugh dissent. Yeah, I want to see what Trump says, because he's obviously going to come out firing right now. He's going to have a press conference. Going to give out the judges' fucking cell phone numbers and addresses. Trump going to come out today and be like, we found... Wait, how many justices are there? It was a 6-3 decision. We
There are
found
9.
6 more pages of the Epstein files. Yep. Apparently every single justice is in that bitch. They were all on the island. What was it? Kagan, Sotomayor, Roberts, Jackson. Wasn't Justice Roberts one of his? I don't know. The ones he put in there, they voted with him. They voted for the term. Word. Sanction the judges. Benny doesn't like that. I said sanction the judges, man. He said, ruff. What happened, buddy? Wow. Why are you grinding your ass on the floor? You got shit to do. What happened? What happened, buddy? What happened? Go wipe your mouth. No. Here, bro, there's a bounty over there. Right there. Right there. Here. Wipe your mouth. Wait. I'm not playing this game with you. Wait. Come here. Get that crust out your eye, too. The crust out your eye. Stop biting me. Boom. We ready now. See, now you're ready to make a good impression. You're a good boy, huh? How many? I think your other eye got crust in it too. Got some crusty eyes, bro. You need a rest. I feel like buys have always rather bearish respecting first. No, we're printing a new range here. I'd rather think this is the range now. Let's see an indication of something. Broke the highs there. Previous 4 hours bullish above the range. This 4 hours grabbed the bottom wick. Break of these highs should pump. But on the smaller time frame, we did hold. Let's see what happens. You're into a sell now? Oh. You're into it. Right there. Oh no, that's yesterday. It's yesterday's talking about Iran. Aggression. Give us your best Trump impersonation. Everybody's talking about the tariffs. Beautiful word, by the way. Tariffs. Sounds strong. Sounds rich. Everybody's calling me saying, sir, no more winning, sir. Stop the winning. So we had to lose. We're just getting started. They are nervous. Market is confused. Almost like a genius chess player who already won. I don't know. They're eating the dogs. Damn, it's about to be a launch. Historic trend. They say Supreme Court is checks and balances. I love balance. Nobody balances better than me, of course. Seen people balance, they don't balance like me. I check and I balance. Hey now. Don't like the China. I can't wait to go to the gym today. Yeah. I'm gonna go play some ball after. And then I'm gonna grab the broom, the mop, and clean up. I might have to. And my ear got itchy. What's it mean when your ears are itchy? It means someone's thinking about you, right? Because you can't ball? No. Can't ball, that's for sure. Matter of fact, I got a 2-inch vertical. That's how high I jump. Definitely can't ball. All good though. Wix 9 from Timo, Wish 9? No. That would be got Wix 9 from Wish. Wish 9. The one from Timo would be Timo 9. Damn. You know what else I can't do? I can't dance. I can't trade. Can't ball. Definitely can't drive. Can't smoke no weed. Damn failure at this point. I don't like anything that's going on here. I could have sworn I see breakdancing back in the early days streaming. Yeah, I mean, like 4 years ago. You don't smoke. You don't dance. I definitely don't ball. I be eating some ice cream though. It's whack, man. I really want a position. Might be speaking soon. We might set up for one. Just shot. Might call it before I go back for office back. I've had no trades today, and I'm fine with it. Nothing really fell in our lap. Yeah, there was a couple of possibilities here. The 730 candle was amazing. We would have been a part of that 100%. I would have market executed to be a part of this if it missed our buy limit. But if I'm being completely honest, this buy limit would have been at 50-30, 50-26 flat right there. That would have been the buy limit. We would have had the tip of the wick. Right. That level's 50-25.5. I have it marked up. Yeah, the buy limit would have been 50-26 flat. That would have been the tip of the wick. That was 730. That was the perfect, the ideal Wix 9 pancake. After that, I did not really see much. Like this 15 fake out closure back up in range here is not bad, but remember we said we wanted to re-break this low here. If we were able to re-break the low, part of the Jay said, fuck that, I'm getting the buys. He got it. Oh, congrats on those 50 bips. Now the 30 pulling back. $15 might hold resistance. I don't know. Let's see what happens here. What do you think they're gonna name Iran after it's gone? What you think the new country gonna be? Trumpistan. They're renaming Palm Beach Airport the Donald J. Trump International Airport.
You stick around till London close, or
Yeah,
you have an idea in mind? Because it might chop now, right?
it might, but I will still trade if we get a closure below.
Yeah, you're looking for
I'd like a sell below here.
possible sells, yeah.
We close below the support, yeah, it'll be, if we look at the 30, it will be really a resistance forming then. I would not mind.
Okay, cool. It's doable.
Yeah,
Oh, look at that.
it's definitely doable. We're gonna need this hourly to flippity pippity. But I need closures below there, right? This most recent range that we're creating, right? We have this range that we're creating. If we close below, we're gonna look to come down and correct some of this. I'm gonna tap the daily level that's to the left here, which is kind of like your shoulder area, right? If you're looking left, head, head and shoulder. The shampoo play. A nuclear powered aircraft carrier to Iran. Got into a South 75, TP at 55. Okay. I dig that. Oof. Oof, look at the launch. Oof. 30 hasn't closed above yet. 15 closed with not much of a top wick, but if we close up there too, I don't mind buys either. Not mind buys. Closures above. Like the 4 hour closed above here, and the 4 hour is a long candle, right? We've only had an hour and a half of this 4 hour play out, and look at this massive bottom wick we've grabbed. What do you think is going to happen over the next hour and a half, 2 hours? The top. Which means, while it is seeing a reaction here for now, over time, over the next 15, 30, over the next 3 30-minute candles, right? Or next 5 15-minute candles, something like that. You might see this start actually finding support, pushing back up to fall in line with the higher time frame. Benny, come here. Say hi. Say hi. Yeah. Remember when Benny looked Georgian after getting his nose bit? Remember the Benishvili days? I think honestly, like, that's what I should have named him, Benishvili. What breed is he? Oh, he Georgian. He Georgian. That's what he is. That's a big ass pause. Come here, bro. Nothing too exciting here. Seconds on this 15, and on this 30, it looks like it's holding this resistance. Hey, I'm gonna get a fucking trade in here today. Whether it's gonna be on stream or not, I don't know, but I'm gonna get a fucking trade in here. Not just a trade, but like, there's reasons I say that, because it looks like it's not too far away from setting up. what it should be doing. Looks all forced to let it happen. Trust me, no one's gonna force any hands. It's my own. But I can tell you what will happen here. We will get off the stream. Market will start setting up. I'm gonna go eat, walk the dog. Then I'll call out a position in the signal channel. We will take a W. And then I'll go to the gym. Then I'll go pick up the kids from school. Drop them off at work. And drop the 6-year-old off at her fucking 9 to 5. And yeah, then we will see each other on Sunday, but only if you're part of the signal channel. And we will do a 50K giveaway on Sunday, only if you're part of the signal channel. That move, 4-hour exploding. Nothing you can do off the smaller time frame or off the higher time frame. You can, the only trade here is off the 4-hour, keeping the 4-hour stop of 800 pips, letting this right up, because you close respecting here. Yo, Drizzle, where are these orders sitting at? 5100 flat? 1599? There's really not many orders at 5100. Really? This 5098 is gonna get eaten up, you think? Yeah, 5120. 5105. How about 5093 here? Fire 5040. Must know something we don't. All right, that makes sense. Right there. Yeah, that makes sense. I would have it at 5045, but all right. What do I know? Just a seller. All right. So let's take some time here. I don't know about these limit sells just yet. We're riding up here. I don't want to be part of the candle that rides up, but I would like to see a candle close, and maybe then we can get some top wick entries. Just really depends on how we close here. But there's no limit sells just yet. Make sure. Not bad. It's a 90 pip stop there. Yeah. There's nothing too clear. I like this area here. I like the 5098 areas. I like the multiple times in the market. I like that this is a level on multiple time frames here. A level on the 4, it's a level on the 1, on the 30, on the 15. So if we can start closing on this current candle right now, or any candle that's coming up there, the 5098 areas with no top wicks, or giving us indication that we're exhausted, getting smaller candle sizes, right, as we're getting up into 5098, I would look for that limit sell over here at 5098 flat, probably. This level's 5098.5. But I gotta wait for this to print. I gotta see how this candle closes. I gotta see how we get up there. Maybe we don't get up there at all. Maybe we come back down. I need to see a print. So on that note, I'm gonna call it a session. It's already noon. It's Friday. I want to go do the damn thing. I'm gonna go walk the dog. I'm gonna go get the kids from school. I want to go to the gym, eat.
Thank you, Wix.
Breakfast. I want to go have a lunch date. Absolutely. Thank you, Jay. Hey, big things coming. Big things coming. That's all I can say. Yo, I'm gonna see you guys. Whoever's in the signal channel, I'll probably be sending out positions here fairly soon over the next hour and a half. If not, I'll see you guys on Sunday in our private session. Our private Asian session on Sunday for next week's market open. 8 p.m. Eastern. We'll trade. I'll give away a 50K account, and we'll have fun. It's gonna be interesting. Zoom gang. See you guys Sunday or Monday.
You know it. You know it.
Everybody else, hey, I'll see you guys Monday New York session and Monday Asian session. If you're not gonna be in the private session, in the private stream with the private gang. All right. Again, mods, thank you for helping me run the stream. As always, chat, love, and wisdom to you all. Damn. Kenny, after that rant, I think the mods want their wrench back. No, just kidding.
Why are you saying Kenny? You mean me?
No. After his hot mic moment.
Oh, yeah. He doesn't know we talked about it.
No, it was cool. It's fun.
Yeah, 10 minutes of just blasting us. His wife and him having a conversation. We were right into telling him, yo, we could hear you. It's all good, man.
I told him Kenny should have played that off like he meant that shit. I need y'all to hear me, bro. I need y'all to...
My phone was connected, but I couldn't get my headphones connected to my laptop. It was crazy.
Set him up. They don't set you up, bro. Jay said, I don't care how he feels about me. I still love him. Oh man. When keeping it real goes wrong. Yeah, be safe, gang. Have a good weekend. I'll be trading for a little bit, but other than that, it's Friday, man. Get your weekend started. And I don't mean go fucking hit the club. Get your weekend started. Like, go work on yourself. Go, like, literally, go play some ball. Go be active. Go be a kid. Go help a kid. Right? And if you're weird, stay away from kids. But go take care of yourself. On that note, let's call it a session here, gang. I'm gonna run. See you guys Sunday. Some of you Sunday, most of you Monday, and you already know the deal. Bottle service this Saturday, bro.
What a stupid question that is.
It literally just said, not the club. Go work on yourself. Bottle service this Saturday. People got your priorities messed up. Anyway, I'm gonna run. I know what the hell I'm gonna be doing, so I'll see you guys on Sunday. All right, chat. Love and wisdom to you all. As for me, my time here is up, and just like that, another New York session is in the enjoy your weekend, gang. See you next week. If you're trading, hey, don't over risk, don't over leverage, don't overcompensate. Act your wage, gang. Act your wage. Later.